moving online too quickly can be devastating for a team. At Your Own Place, we had the tears of frustration as, like so many organisations, we've been making quick decisions. Hello, I'm Rebecca, and this is my second vlog from Your Own Place and about our digital approach and the impact of going digital on your team. Even before COVID-19, a lot of our lives, passions and pastimes were online, and now our workplaces are too. We can't assume the whole team is on the same digital page, and if we move too fast, people can be left behind, and if we're too slow, the organisation gets left behind. I always wanted to create an organisation that wasn't clunky, and it seemed that good technology has many of the answers I needed. Good tech should always be an enabler and not a barrier, something we don't always get right. It should enable us to tell the story of the impact we have. So at Your Own Place, we're entirely cloud-based, from Wufoo for our referral and application forms to Zapier and Trello, a great collaboration tool. One of the most significant benefits of this kind of cloud technology is everyone having access to real-time information, the information they need to do their job. And as a creative bunch, we make good use of Canva for our social media and now for our Zoom workshops too. We use Infogram for our reports, and behind the scenes, I use applications such as BrightPay for payroll, auto entry and QuickBooks for finances. There's not a spreadsheet in sight. Trello, though, remains my greatest love. Not a single member of our little team, even after the induction grumbles, doesn't grow to depend on this incredible tool. It's literally the only place I can imagine being able to manage and oversee such a fluid and complicated set of interventions, people and workflow. Lamplight is our simple and perhaps least user-friendly cloud-based platform. It's our database, and it's where we capture all our demographics, outputs and outcome data to measure the impact. Needs must, and it's a bit cheap. These platforms also sync to our work iPhones. If you're out and about a lot, you can't always wait until you're back in the office to capture something, a thought, share or record something important. It might be days before you're back. Now, I didn't plan this approach at the start. I'm just not that competent. But I did know what I wanted. I wanted shared accountability, collaboration, and to create an organisation in which we could all tell the story of the high quality impact we have. And I'd seen it got wrong in other places I'd worked. But it's not as simple as it all sounds. Some of these platforms and apps are free, but some aren't. And of course, some people just find it harder than others, and that really is okay. It's important to create that environment where people can be honest about that struggle. But this has to start upstream, as early as recruitment and induction. In terms of recruitment, whilst we have a values-based approach, rather than a qualifications-based approach, digital skills don't take precedence over our core skills currently, those of working with people. They do feature in every single job description and are explicit. Our recruitment also includes recruiting from diverse professional backgrounds. Recruiting from outside our sector has proven invaluable in the digital skills mix it's brought to the team. Going into lockdown then, the skills needed by the team both increased and changed overnight. Not only was there the relationships with our community to maintain, there was our own well-being, staying a team and figuring out a sustainable way forward. Zoom became a way of life. A pandemic doesn't feel like a great time for big decisions, except of course it was the only time we had. The biggest challenge wasn't the new digital tools so much as the pace we all had to move at. It was very quick indeed. We have a high support and high challenge culture. Thanks in part to the high support, we've created a safe enough environment to do the really important high challenge bit too. People have to have the self-confidence to take risks and safely to get things wrong. For me personally, having purpose made a big difference to my personal resilience. I don't suspect I'm alone in that. So if workplace culture is that important to team resilience, I ask why we don't invest in it more. You can neither implement a values-led culture overnight in a pandemic, nor overnight outside a pandemic. Both a digital and values-led culture have to have their roots outside the crisis, making you better equipped to navigate it when it comes. And this takes time. It doesn't mean you shouldn't start now though. This is, after all, quite clearly a marathon and not a sprint. So the team's different approaches, different skills, different mates they could call on, and even differing degrees of flexibility and working styles meant that the internal collaboration was truly amazing. There were times early on when team members gave up whole days just to sit with fragile colleagues and show them the ropes of a new system. In turn, team delivery became the norm, allowing one person to operate the tech of Zoom interactive presentations and another to do the people bit. As we enter this next unbelievably uncertain phase and again retreat from face-to-face delivery, there's no doubt that our current shape and approach has huge HR ramifications. Our challenge is to maintain the balance of what's most important, people and values. We're now digital for good. I'm still committed to face-to-face delivery and recognise that digital forms part of our now and our future. For this to work for all our people, going digital means the planning has to be built into our staff well-being, staff development, recruitment and induction strategies from the start. Maybe it will even become one of our core values. I do hope you'll join me for vlog 3, when I'll be exploring the challenges of keeping people safe as we all jump online.